So we know what plasmoids look like from laboratory experiments, and we also observe them in the solar system, in the sun, and elsewhere. Plasmoids look like donuts. So the plasma goes around, spins around, and then sort of funnels through the center. Now, what would that look like if the fields were so large that the speeds were relativistic, or a significant fraction of the speed of light? Well, if you look at the plasmoid from near the axis, the plasmoid would look like it had a hole in the center, because the matter would be moving away from you. And relativistic beaming means that matter moving away from you looks dark. And the matter in the ring of the outside of the donut would be moving towards you. So it would look pretty much like the M87 image. Well, as a matter of fact, scientists know that we are looking at M87 pretty close to its axis of spin. They've made measurements that indicate that our line of sight happens to be within about 17 degrees of the axis. So the black hole and the plasmoid look pretty similar from the axis. But if you look at a plasmoid from the side, from 90 degrees to its axis, it will look quite different. What you'll see is a spinning object with the bright side coming towards you and the dark side going away from you. So it'll look sort of like a crescent moon. Very different than a donut. Well, what can we say about that? Well, there's an interesting thing. We are looking at the object at the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, from 90 degrees from its axis. That object is called Sagittarius A, for the constellation that it's in. Now, the funny thing is, when scientists were making a big to-do about their big announcement a few weeks ago, everybody thought they had images of this object, Sagittarius A. But they didn't. Instead, it was an image of this much more distant galaxy, M87. Well, they have been looking at Sagittarius A, but it turns out, so far, they haven't seen what they wanted to see. They haven't seen the donut. But it seems at least possible that what they've seen from one side looks very different than what they see from the axis, which is what we would expect with a plasmoid. So the takeaway is, while the object M87 could fit their theory of a black hole, an almost black hole, it very much could fit a plasmoid, which is a very different object. It has almost equal magnetic fields to gravitational fields and looks more like a donut than a sphere.
Accelerating advanced fusion energy.